Hello and heartily welcome to the next interview, which we actually will be held in English because we got a special guest, Molly.
Hello.
That's Molly. She is quite special in what she's actually doing, which is 2D animation, and she is also a creature consultant.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit about yourself, what you're doing, and what's your profession?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I'm a creature consultant, and creature consultancy, I like to call it kind of like creature design plus.
Mm-hmm.
So I will actually design creatures for games and animation, but I'll also do things like figuring out how to design mascots or how to make creatures express gameplay mechanics or themes and things like that. So ways that this is done is, for example, I go to schools and I do presentations and give portfolio reviews. Sometimes studios will fly me in and then show me their projects, and I'll give advice about it. Sometimes I'm designing creatures. So a lot of things like that. And beside that, I also have my own studio in Amsterdam called Arcane Circus, and there I'm working on Zenibeasts, which is what all these things are. And
that is amazing, actually. Yeah. So this is your project, and you also help people in developing other creatures, and you help them with storyboards as well, or is it just the characters? So what is the
typically it's the design. Sometimes it's visual 2D assets and animation and things like that.
That's so cool. And you got your own animation. So I've seen your stuff beforehand, before we actually got to talk, and there's a QR code on all your stuff, and it it directs you to the animation you made.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? Like, how did that come together? Because there's two main characters in it, is there?
Yeah. So Zenibeasts was originally conceived to be a card game, but grew, much like the monsters that star in it, into something much bigger. It's a pan-media project. So I've built a universe that is able to support multiple types of media. So I have comics, I have animation, I have board games, I have video games in the works. Like, I have very big plans for my big monsters. And the latest and greatest thing to come out of Zenibeasts is Zenibeasts Kaiju Cutie, which is a traditionally frame-by-frame animated short that I released on YouTube earlier this year. And it's done very well. It's gotten over 150,000 views in that time. And episode 2 is in the works currently as well.
That's so cool. Okay. And you do that with a team, do you? It's not all you by yourself? You got like a lot of different people working on Kaiju, or is it all by yourself?
So for Kaiju Cutie, with the exception of the music, which was done by Michiel Nijhoff, the sound design, which was done by Ben Reichstein, the one key pose that was done by Janed Shudragar, and the title card, which was done by Klaus Stravinsky, I did the entire thing by myself.
Wow.
Everything, the animation, the character design, the stories, the storyboards, directing, everything, I did it. Coloring.
That's so impressive. That's really, really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very nice. Okay, now by developing characters, maybe we've got a small to-do for you for our interview. If you want to, you can draw your favorite character and tell us why it's your favorite character, if you got a favorite character, or you can develop a new character, whatever you like.
From Zenibeasts?
From
Zenibeasts,
in general, whatever you want. Okay, and you can maybe give it a special twist for the Comic Salon, whatever. There's every door open to creativity.
Comic Salon Zenibeast.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Let me. Okay, so you're gonna get a live creature design demo now.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so the first thing.
Step by step.
Number one with a Zenibeast, the number one idea is that they need to represent some kind of bad social behavior.
Okay.
So this is the problem because everybody here is so lovely. But what is like a bad behavior that I can criticize with this? Maybe people who cut line. Maybe, let's see, what are other things that are potentially problematic? Not being able to find a building. I had that problem today. Let's just come up with one more. Let's say what's another thing. And we're trying to keep it lighthearted. There's a lot of political things I know just going on outside, but let's try to keep it lighthearted for this.
We can make it grumpy if you want to, like a grumpy monster, or
something
that's quite rude. Probably.
People who are fed up waiting in line. Okay, weird how there's two things.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go with people who are fed up waiting in line. So They might. What's a thing that they do? They might be rude. They might be frowning. They might be tutting. Okay, so we've got a couple of things that they could be doing. Okay, so now I'm going to do, let's see, I'll do like 3. I would obviously do a lot more than this normally. Okay, so we want to do a Zenibeast who, people who are fed up waiting in line, they have these kinds of things about them. And another important rule of Zenibeasts is that they come about as a direct result of the bad behavior that they represent.
Okay.
So we've got a guy who's like in line and he's really annoyed. He's tired. My sketches are really good, as you can see.
It's grand.
Okay, so he's waiting. Okay, and so let's say he's tapping his foot. And there's lots of people in the line and they're all tapping their foot because they're all very impatient. And then all that tapping goes into the ground and it wakes up
The Zenibeast.
a monster. If only they weren't so impatient. And then the monster comes, wakes up and bursts out of the ground.
And destroys what everybody was waiting for.
And destroys Comic Salon. I should be better at this. Okay,
no, that is so cool actually, because we got to see how you come up with the character and like the special traits of the character, the Bat Monster that is supposed to sanctionize the people.
Yes. So this would be the first step, with obviously a bit more time put into it. Okay, so then we have the origin story. Then there is a design process to figure out how can you get the monster to represent this. So it lives underground. So let's make it a mole. Make it like a giant mole monster, frowning. So it's got a big frown. And this mole's with little tiny eyes like that. And tutting, frowning, rude, let's see, so maybe give it like Karen hairstyle. And I'll keep the horns as well, like in the initial vision. Okay, and this, give it scales, give it spikes, make it as weird as possible. This is the Erlangen. We need a name as well. Any suggestions from the audience? Anybody think of a name for this mole monster? The Erlangen Comic Salon monster?
The comic mole.
Yatzilla.
Sorry?
Yatzilla.
Yatzilla?
E-R.
Between Erlangen and Godzilla. Yatzilla.
E-R-Zilla. Oh, okay.
Erzilla.
Erzilla.
Okay, this is Erzilla
okay.
then.
It's a good name.
All right. There we go.
Great stuff. Molly, thanks a lot for this interview. We got a lot of practical stuff to see, and it was really interesting talking to you. And it was really nice.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and I hope everybody watching, please check out my YouTube channel, Arcane Circus. Please subscribe. Episode 2 will be out later this year.
So cool. Okay, and we're going to find that on YouTube, or you've got a website as well?
Yeah, you can head to Zenibeasts.com for everything Zenibeasts, like comics and all the future things coming out, and Arcane Circus on YouTube for the cartoons.
That's so cool. We'll do. Great stuff.
Super.
Thanks a lot. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.